Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Bloodfist 3, Forced to Fight, 1992. I'm giving it 3 out of 5 stars. I thought it was better than the second movie, but not as good as the original. It's got Richard Roundtree in it. As it was explained to me, I saw that it was not in any way related to the first two movies. I wasn't sure how the first movie was related to the second one, other than it had some of the same actors in it. But this one is definitely not at all like the first two. Richard Roundtree, by the way, I've seen a lot of movies with Richard Roundtree. Talking Night Visitor, 1999, The Big Score, 1983, with the S in the shape of a dollar sign. Then you've got Angel 3, The Final Chapter, Earthquake, 1974, and Q, The Winged Serpent, the great Larry Cohen flick. Anyways, getting back to the movie, Don the Dragon Wilson is in jail. He's been framed because he's half Japanese, and Richard Roundtree is this guy who likes to read books. He's into Malcolm X. Inexplicably, he hands Don the Dragon Wilson a Malcolm X book, and Don the Dragon Wilson says, "No thanks, I've already read it." And then Richard Roundtree goes, "Oh, what's it about?" And he said something about white people think that black people smell like dogs when they get out of the shower. That's really a poor summary of Malcolm X. He was a complex individual. He liked to trash white liberals, and towards the end of his life, he really believed in empowering people, encouraging people to be entrepreneurs. He almost became like an individualist, kind of, in a way. And he's at one point early in his life, he said, "By any means necessary," which is sort of a complete denial of morality. But in the movie, they call Richard Roundtree a Mahatma Gandhi, so there's a little bit of a inconsistency there. By any means necessary versus peaceful resistance. Couldn't understand quite what that dichotomy was all about in the Richard Roundtree character. But Don the Dragon Wilson witnesses his buddy getting sodomized in jail, and he ends up getting killed too. So Don the Dragon Wilson is always in the wrong place at the wrong time. He ends up killing the dude who killed his friend, who's also a big-time drug dealer. There's a lot of corruption going on in the jail. Pretty cool stuff. It's a really grimy-looking, depressing kind of jail situation that Don the Dragon Wilson was in. Kind of surprising to see his neat haircut in this really horrible situation where he's constantly getting attacked. There's some white supremacist dude who doesn't like him and wants to kill him. So he sort of tag teams with the other drug dealer who wants to get revenge for killing his drug dealer friend. They find drugs in the dude's toilet. It's amazing how prolific drug trade is in jails, but that's depicted in this movie as well. I just couldn't figure out the Richard Roundtree character at all. So many inconsistencies, and for somebody who's allegedly smart from reading books, he's kind of dumb, like my coworker, and it's inconceivable that he can just walk around jail and talk tough to these white supremacist and drug dealer dude. And eventually they end up stabbing him. I thought he was dead, but at the end of the movie he's just limping around. It's kind of threw me off a bit, the ending there. And the fight scenes were okay. Don the Dragon Wilson gets to show off his kickboxing stuff. Although that was never explained in the movie, how he came about being such a talented kickboxer. But they all want to go after him at first. For killing the drug dealer. Richard Roundtree makes a big speech towards the end and tells them that he's a good guy and he didn't do anything wrong. He was just defending his friend who got killed. And they got a little garden there where they get to garden. Seems like they have a lot of freedom. Like they get to visit family members out in the open. They even watch a Jackson TNT movie, which is another Roger Corman flick. And that was the highlight right there. See the naked Jackson TNT gal. She's pretty decent looking. And extended nudity scene from 1974. I've never actually seen that movie, but looks pretty decent. A lot better than these Don the Dragon Wilson Bloodfist movies, probably. So a little bit of shameless cross-marketing there on the part of Roger Corman, but I actually enjoyed it, believe it or not. The movie within the movie was actually better than the actual 1992 movie that I was watching. The 74 movie looked better to me, but that's just me. There's a white dude, kind of nerdy with glasses. They call him pervert. I don't know what he's in jail for. Maybe molesting little girls, offering them candy, and Jared's Subway kind of deal. Maybe he was molesting some cuties or something. Even my son knows about Cuties. He's telling me all the disgusting things about it. But it's one reason why I got rid of Netflix streaming, because they put all kinds of stuff like that on Netflix streaming, and there's like nothing good on it anymore. I think Cuties gets a 2.1 out of 10 on IMDb, which is even worse rating than Troll 2. Pretty funny stuff. I don't think I'd enjoy that, watching Cuties. But apparently Roger Ebert's sidekick enjoyed Cuties. Give it 5 out of 5 stars. Everybody else gives it 1 out of 10. Anyways, I can't really judge something that I haven't seen, but judging by the reviews, I can sort of get a general idea that this movie is pretty bad, and I wouldn't be interested to watch it. Anyways, I'd probably burn in hell if I watched and reviewed Cuties. But I'm going way off topic at this point. I just want to mention the pervert and white dude with the glasses, kind of nerdy. He ends up getting killed too. And the prison warden is just like totally incompetent. He wants to become an attorney general, and he brings the press along. Well, there's a prison riot after Richard Roundtree gets stabbed. I thought he was dead. And I should have known, because Don the Dragon Wilson kept saying, "Get a doctor, get a doctor." So Don the Dragon Wilson and Richard Roundtree are good buddies in this movie. They bunk together, and they become friends. He invites Don the Dragon Wilson to his garden area, where Don the Dragon Wilson tends the garden. He's getting ready to leave in 3 days, so you can kind of you almost can kind of telegraph that he's going to get attacked by the white supremacist and the drug dealer dude. Okay, so that part was completely predictable. There are so many problems with this movie, and yet it had so many good things that kind of evened itself out, I guess. That's why I'm giving it 3 out of 5 stars. I thought it could have been better, but it does have its moments. And right now, let me pull up my Netflix queue, because I've got a bunch of movies coming in the mail. I want to give you a heads up. I think I told Adrian about Masters of the Universe. That was supposed to be Canon's. Canon promoted it as the next Star Wars. It was a big box office flop, and caused Canon to close around 1989, 1990, somewhere around there. I think we were having a live chat about Canon's financial problems. They spent a lot of money on Masters of the Universe, and it was a big flop. So that one caused Canon to close. sort of rebooted for a few years, but anyways, I'll be interested to see that. Dolph Lundgren. It's achieved cult movie status. So definitely going to check that one out. Then I've got The Company of Wolves, which is a rated R horror flick, loosely based on Little Red Riding Hood, I guess. I've got Invader, Masters of the Universe, 1987. I don't think I'll get Masters of the Universe, though, because it says very long wait. So I'm going to get 3 movies this week. The Company of Wolves, 1984, with Angela Lansbury. The rated R horror movie. And then I've got Invader, which is rated R, 1992. And Sinbad of the Seven Seas, which is with Lou Ferrigno. That's supposed to be one of those so bad that it's good type movies, PG-13. We'll see if it lives up to its reputation with the unintentional humor. Anyways, just want to give you an idea. Once I finish up those 3, I'll start diving into the Bloodfist sequels. I'm on number 4 now, so keep plugging away at those. And yeah, I'm glad I was told about these Bloodfist movies, because I probably wouldn't have reviewed or watched them otherwise. So definitely worth watching, seeing as how it's related to Roger Corman, New World Pictures. Anyways, kind of interesting. New World Pictures did No Retreat, No Surrender with Jean-Claude Van Damme. That was one that I wasn't told about, but I just did a quick Google search and it popped up. So pretty cool stuff. I want to get around to watching all the Roger Corman films. I know he's in the Psychotronic Video Guide in the C section, I believe. But it's hard to find his movies on Netflix. I don't think they have a cross-reference properly. So probably be watching a bunch of those on YouTube anyway in coming years, once I get through all the AIP stuff and start getting through the A's and B's of my Psychotronic Video Guide. So it didn't work very much today. I had Peninsula route, but all the houses were pretty close to each other. So I was able to chop off about half an hour or so from my route. Didn't make too much money today, and I've got to increase my payroll deductions for federal tax so that I can avoid paying Uncle Sam $1,000 on April 15th tax day. So Uncle Sam loves to charge me penalties and interest on past due taxes, so I'm trying to avoid that whole situation. And that's about it. Just wanted to get that quick review in. I know it's not quick, it's like 20 minutes. I started talking about Cuties, the controversy, and why I don't want to see it. Not because it's exploiting minors. I think Taxi Driver was criticized for the same kind of thing, and also I think Brooke Shields played a prepubescent preteen prostitute in I forget the name of the movie. So it's not the first time this kind of controversy has been around. Just the reading the plot and the criticisms of the movie just automatically turns me off. Like, why would anybody want to watch this kind of thing? It's just like not a good thing. And if you know my channel, you know that I'm not a prude or like a puritanical person when it comes to watching some pretty graphic stuff like Salo and Cannibal Holocaust and Caligula. So what other movie that really disgusted me, kind of turned me off? I'm trying to think. There's got to be another one. Anyways, just thought I'd throw out my 2 cents worth nothing in after inflation about the big Cuties controversy. Apparently, a lot of people are canceling their Netflix, which is what I did a few years ago. I just got tired of them taking stuff off my queue, the good stuff, and putting bad stuff out there, like Cuties. It's been going on for years. It's nothing new, to me at least. Anyways, enough about that. I'll let you go. I gotta get my my precious rest here. I'm going up on 23 minutes in this video. Laters.